A high-speed chase and a string of burglaries leads Valdosta police to take action.
And an accident in Albany injures 3 people while residents in Pelham finally enjoy power.
Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Ariana Deans.
And I'm Taylor Williams.
A burglary unit will be created today by the Valdosta Police Department after it filed charges against 2 men it says were responsible for a series of residential burglaries and a high-speed chase Friday afternoon. 21-year-old Nathaniel Ward and 22-year-old Jarvis L. Bryant were charged with multiple counts of felony, such as burglary, possession of marijuana, aggravated assault, and attempting to elude police. Valdosta Police and Lowndes County Sheriff deputies were called to investigate suspicion activity on Lakeland Avenue on Saturday. Valdosta Police Chief Brian Childress proposed a sergeant-led burglary unit within the police department. Valdosta Police Detective Chris Cruz will lead the unit in hopes of decreasing the amount of burglary cases within the city.
Jurors deliberating for several hours Thursday night to finally deliver a murder conviction for the man accused of January 2013 shooting death of Alfred Pierre Bradley at T&D Snacks and Fashions on 1401 North Troop Street. Clarence Andrew Casey was found guilty of felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. Casey has 3 prior felony convictions and faces a sentence of life without the possibility of parole. Radcliffe Eady has since pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and tampering with evidence. He received a 20-year sentence with 5 years to be served in jail. Another man, Michael Green, pleaded guilty to aggravated assault as a party to a crime and received 10 years probation.
A suspect is in custody for the early morning shooting in Albany that injured 4 people. Police say the gunman crashed his vehicle after firing shots into the victim's car and took off running from the scene. A police investigation shows that the shooting resulted after a fight inside the nightclub. Shots allegedly were fired into the victim's vehicle on the corner of West Oglethorpe and Washington Street around 2:30 a.m. Police say victims Jarvis Thomas, Travis Bradford, Angelique Strokes, and Jarnell Stewart were injured with non-life-threatening injuries.
The Thomasville County Sheriff's Office has issued a warrant for an arrest of 26-year-old Octavius Brown, who allegedly cashed counterfeit checks in Thomasville. Other checks reportedly have been cashed throughout North Florida and South Georgia. Thomas County Sheriff's Office Chief Investigator Tim Watkins suspects that Brown and others are stealing checks and then printing counterfeit checks off them. Authorities think Brown is from Valdosta. If anyone believes that a counterfeit check is being used, they should call the Thomasville Sheriff's Office of Criminal Investigations Division.
Residents in Pelham, Georgia are enjoying a restoration of power after a truck driver struck the main power pole, leaving hundreds without power. The driver allegedly left the scene after snapping the power pole into 3 pieces. Pelham police say the driver is charged with leaving the scene of an accident, failure to maintain in their lane, and having an expired license. The driver remains in Pelham City Jail.
Thomasville police are still continuing to search for a man who trespassed on school property and approached an 8th grade boy Friday morning at McIntyre Park Middle School and Scholars Academy. The middle school student was able to get away and report the incident to school authorities, who then called the police. Local schools were on lockdown for an hour and a half on Friday. The suspect is described as a white, 6-foot-tall male with brown hair and a light beard. He was described as wearing dirty work pants and a black jacket.
Stories are reported constantly about how children are left or forgotten in hot or cold vehicles. The backseat baby car alarm is a product that will help kids from being left in situations like DeJuan Ransby. Once mounted, the alarm alerts you when you open your driver's side door that a baby is still in the back seat. If you don't want to invest in an alarm, create your own. One idea is to put a teddy bear on your lap while driving to remind you that there's a baby in the back. For more information about the backseat baby alarm, visit thebackseatbabyalarm.com.
When we come back, learn how to be smart about your heart.
And find out what the Valdosta Theater Guild is up to. All this and more, right? All this and more, right after this break. Sorry.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Did you know that heart disease is the top cause of death in the country? The American Heart Association says 38,000 Americans suffer each year from heart disease, and that more than 83 million Americans live with some form of cardiovascular disease or the result of a stroke. The South Georgia Medical Center will conduct an annual Heart Expo on Saturday, February 15th to raise awareness of the heart disease that will run from 9 until noon at Valdosta State Student Center. The event is sponsored by 100 Black Men of Valdosta and the hospital's Dasher Memorial Heart Center. The event will offer free blood pressure readings, blood sugar readings, and body fat analysis, among other things.
The Valdosta Theater Guild will host auditions for Charlotte's Web this evening and tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30. Director Lois Albritton advises anyone who wishes to audition for a part in Charlotte's Web to bring a headshot photo of themselves and arrive at the Theater Guild's Valdosta Theater early to fill out paperwork. Charlotte's Web is about a young pig and his extraordinary friendship with Charlotte the Spider. The story itself has been voted one of the best children's stories for the past 200 years. Charlotte's Web will play from March 21st to the 23rd and resume on March 28th to the 30th.
In an effort to continue innovating, Lowndes County will take part in the Yellow Dot program. The program will provide first responders with medical details and other vital information that could prove to be life-saving in a situation where time is of the essence. First responders will be trained to locate a yellow dot decal that will alert them to search the glove box or counsel for a yellow dot floater that will contain detailed medical information, as well as a photo identification, giving authorities essential information when the safety of a citizen is on the line.
The Valdosta State University Planetarium will present its first free show of 2014 on the origins of life on Friday. Showtimes start at 7, 8, and 9 o'clock p.m. The facility seats 47 visitors per show and is on a first-come, first-served basis. Tickets can be reserved for any of the 3 shows at the planetarium starting at 6 o'clock Friday night. The advance reservations are not being taken and no more than 7 tickets can be put on reserve. The planetarium is located on the 3rd floor of Nevins Hall. The VSU Observatory will be open if weather permits during and after each show. You can contact the Department of Physics, Astronomy, and Geosciences for more on this at 229-333-5752.
The Adel-Cook County Chamber of Commerce held its 55th annual membership dinner last week. During the dinner, Gerald Connell, the president and CEO of the Adel-Cook County Chamber, discussed the future of the historic Sewega building, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Connell said restoring is necessary for the Sewega building, but donations are currently being accepted, and those who donate will have a Sewega window named in their honor. The Sewega building is one of the biggest icons in downtown Adel.
The Colquitt County Board of Education has been recognized as a quality school board by the Georgia School Boards Association. The Quality School Board is part of a three-tiered program called the GSBA Governance Team Achievement Recognition Program. Quality School Board status is the first part of the program. Colquitt County School Superintendent Samuel DePaul received the award on behalf of the county. Colquitt County is already working on goals to meet the next requirement of the GSBA Governance Team Achievement Recognition Program.
The sun is out and the temperature has risen, which means class is officially back in session for Valdosta and Lowndes County schools. Last Wednesday, what some are calling a snow apocalypse forced the Lowndes County Board of Education to take emergency precautions and shut schools down. Schools were scheduled to resume Thursday, but due to the severe weather risk, officials chose to play it safe and carry out another snow day. After 2 snow days, schools welcomed back students to class on Friday. As of today, the weather is set for a high of 70.
We'll find out more about these temperatures and the rest of the weather in just a minute, so stay with us.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate.
Volunteer. Live United. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Valdosta State University,
encouraging
in-depth inquiry,
hands-on experience,
service and involvement,
and a global view,
while offering
a beautiful residential campus,
over 100 fields of study,
graduate and online degrees,
and championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
We had some snow day closings last week, but no snow. Let's check in with Brittany Williams to see what's ahead in the weather. Brittany?
Snow apocalypse is what many are calling the unusual weather conditions that occurred last week. The weather dropped to lows of 30 degrees, which were so low that most schools were forced to close down for 2 days. Although it did not snow here in Valdosta, we did catch a glimpse of hail Wednesday afternoon. But don't worry, today's weather shows no indications of the previous freezing weather conditions of last week. Today we are looking at a high of 79 degrees with a slight 20% chance of rain. Currently there is not a cloud in the sky and the sun is still shining, so enjoy this beautiful weather while you can. Tonight, we are expecting mostly cloudy skies with a low of 61 degrees. Tomorrow, we are expecting to see mostly cloudy skies with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 64 degrees. The UV for today is at a moderate level of 4, meaning you can stay in the sun a little bit longer without burning. For everyone with allergies, you will be happy to know that the pollen count is at a low of 2 today for grass, weeds, tree, and mold. That's all for our weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Brittany. Coming up, Claire Concevita has a sports report for this weekend.
And later in the newscast, we'll look at a problem facing the Red Cross in South Georgia region. So stay with us.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex, don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back. Well, we've had an interesting week in sports.
Let's check in with sports anchor Claire Concevita to give us a rundown. Claire?
Thanks, Ariana. The Lowndes County Vikings will be playing tomorrow night against the Coffee County High School Trojans at home. The game will begin at 7:30 p.m. Lowndes, which has been less than exceptional this season, will try to unseat the Region 1B 6A leaders and turn the season around to get that elusive first region win. The Vikings are averaging 57 points a game, while Coffee is averaging 66 points a game. With two fairly evenly matched teams, this game could end up as a stuff of legend. The Valdosta High boys had a tough basketball loss last night, falling to the region leader Tift County. The Wildcats lost 63-77. It came down to the last few minutes, where the Blue Devils hammered it on and sent the Wildcats home with their tails between their legs. The Wildcats will be in action again tonight against the Mitchell County Eagles. Will the Wildcats be the king of the court, or will the Eagles soar high to another victory? You'll have to go to the Eagles' home turf to find out. The game starts at 7:30 in Camilla. The Georgia High School Sports Association will hold its high school swim championships from Thursday to Saturday. South Georgia will be represented by teams from the area. Lowndes, Tifton, Valdosta, Colquitt, and the region champion, Coffee County, will be looking to see some points during the meet with the Atlanta area teams. To date, a team south of Macon has never won the team championship, so the teams from the south will not only be looking for individual championships, but also the coveted team title. The meet will be held at Georgia Tech Aquatic Center. 4 Colquitt County High wrestlers placed in the top 4 of their weight classes at the regional tournament at Camden County on Saturday, and they have qualified for sectional competition. The students include Jordan Rosales, Enrique Aguilar, Hudson May, and Javier Martinez.
Thanks, Claire. When we come back, we'll hear about some outstanding regional readers.
So don't go away.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
What will you find at Valdosta State University?
Challenging academics.
Innovative hands-on experience. Over 100 fields of study.
Engagement in a vibrant community.
Caring mentors and friends. Service and leadership opportunities.
Championship athletics.
The full university experience.
At Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The American Red Cross is short on blood and making a special appeal for blood donors. Red Cross officials say the cold weather in the last month has caused several canceled blood drives in the area. These canceled blood drives have left a blood very low and can result in shortage before the winter is over. Citizens of the Valdosta, Lowndes County area are urged to find a local blood drive and donate.
More than 400 students from South Georgia came to Jennett Hall at Valdosta State University on Saturday to compete in the annual Southern Regional Helen Ruffin Reading Bowl. The students competed in 7 rounds of 10 questions. Elementary school and middle school competed with questions coming from books on the Georgia Book Award list, while high school's kids answered questions about books from Georgia Peach Book Award for the Teen Readers List.
Coffee County is trying to open a Boys and Girls Club by the end of the school year. They've raised $150,000 of the $280,000 needed to cover the expected operation of the club. The City of Douglas has set up a website to donate and help open the center. If you would like to donate, please visit their website at bcgd.org. That's all for our program today. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Ariana Deans.
And I'm Taylor Williams. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.